Hi, ASAP friends and family. How are you coping with all the stress of these challenging times we're living in? Over the past year, with the help of my best friend Jesus and other friends, I've made a lot of changes in my life. And during this time, it's really paying off. For instance, I'm exercising regularly, writing in my gratitude journal, I'm eating healthier meals, drinking more water, and getting more sleep. It also helps me to pray with my prayer partners, worship and play with my family every day, and claim God's promises when I start to worry. Following these simple health principles consistently has helped me build resilience. I am so grateful for the coping mechanisms God gave us, aren't you? They help the stress roll away like water off a duck's back. Along with the 8 laws of health, I want to emphasize how essential prayer is to our mental, physical, and spiritual well-being. Recently, our Mizo friend Van came down with COVID-19. This man has done so much to share Jesus with the Mizo people in Indiana, India, and Myanmar. He ended up in the ICU, depending 90% on a ventilator to breathe. I got a desperate call from his wife, Grace, asking for prayer. Many of Van's friends around the world began praying for him, even though the doctors believed his case was hopeless. God heard our prayers and worked a miracle of healing for him. Van just returned home and is eager to follow God's health laws to regain his strength. You know, from the beginning, prayer and the Seventh-day Adventist health message have played a key role in ASAP's holistic approach to discipleship. My mom and ASAP founder, Judy Aiken, had a passion for health because of her nursing background. For years, she and our longtime board member, Dr. Marianne McNeilis, traveled to Southeast Asia so sacrificially to educate our missionaries on Bible health principles and natural remedies. Today, their work continues through people like Dr. Twile, our medical missionary field supervisor, and through institutions like ASAP's Alin Medical Missionary Training Center in Myanmar. We believe God blessed this emphasis on the health message to prepare ASAP missionaries for such a time as this. With all of the fear surrounding COVID-19, interest in ways to protect against the virus and care for the sick is surging. Even people who resisted other forms of evangelism are now responding to the health message. Isn't that exciting? To meet this demand, we produced a simple poster that explains how the 8 laws of health can help people strengthen their immune systems to fight the virus. And with help from volunteers, we contextualized and translated it for the major language groups in Southeast Asia. Even here in the U.S., there's a huge opportunity to reach refugees and immigrants during this pandemic. So many of them work as manual laborers in places like meat processing plants. And we're hearing reports from the news and from our refugee church planners that the virus is hitting their congregations and communities hard. The team at our Reach the World Next Door project recently started using the posters in their work with the refugees and immigrants in Houston, Texas. A social services worker saw the poster and was so impressed that she asked permission to share it with dozens of apartment complexes throughout the city. As the word spreads, we're receiving requests for new translations from literally all over the world, including several predominantly Muslim countries. If you'd like to share these posters, we'll be making them available on our website soon, so watch for more information. To accompany the poster, we produced and translated a short video on the 8 laws of health, and we're putting the finishing touches on a second video that teaches our missionaries and church planners in the 1040 window how to give hydrotherapy treatments. Last week, I shared how ASAP is seeking to raise $75,000 for humanitarian projects by June 30. Through these projects, ASAP missionaries are sharing life-saving aid and information with the poor, the persecuted, and refugees. These are extremely at-risk groups who often lack access to medical care or can't afford it. Will you help them fight this pandemic by praying for their safety and giving to share the health message with them? I am confident that God will use your prayers and your gifts to birth many beautiful miracles in the lives of the vulnerable giving them health and hope for the future. Because Jesus is coming soon, now more than ever, mission matters.